Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow! All right, Ernie! Man, I got you.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, switch gears. 15. 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Jackson, option right. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
23 yards, the final tally.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Now Jackson on first down. It's complete to Snead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All day, baby, all day.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down, Ravens.
Watch the curve.
On first and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Come on. Go. 53 is the mark. I got you.
After after the sack on first down. Jackson forced out to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chiefs 14, Ravens 7.
Mike, it's our field. It's our field. Patrick. Switch. Joker. Shift. Check. Go. He's tracking. 66. Pull it. Half.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Jackson from the shotgun, out to his left. This one complete to Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
All that, and it only nets them a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ready? 53 is the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson, options out left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 35 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Rolling to his right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Jackson, option right. And he cuts it right and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as the Ravens push further out in front. A good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
15.
Hey, look, 48. Look, Delta. Right now, let's go. Come on. Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First down, Baltimore.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Jackson, option. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 40, 30, the 20, 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Come on now. Watch the switch.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? 6 yards. All day, every day, any day. Go. 56.
From the gun, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Check three.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Butker on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue.
And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
At the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Come on. 53. Yeah. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 53's the mark.
Here's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.